Well, it's time to talk about Daytona. Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin. I guess we'll start with the Xfinity race. Yeah, just a complete disaster. Another instance where just everybody crashes, everybody wrecks. They started at like 11 at night, nearly 10:30, something like that. 3-hour rain delay. So we go through all that. Everybody crashes. Everybody keeps wrecking one after another. It just gets really sad. And then the race doesn't even end under the checker flag. It ends under yellow, under really kind of bullshit circumstance. I'm trying to kind of I want to understand, but the broadcast did such a non-job of just showing that last incident with Herbst to be like, okay, is there a reason? And they're like, no, not really. I've seen stuff on Reddit where they showed like the car did end up going back on track, but like by the time they threw the yellow, his car was already going again. And it's like, well, then at that point, why didn't they just like they should have thrown it right when he spun? But it's just like it was just a mess, officiating mess. The race ended under just bullshit circumstances, and then we get an instance where Jeremy Clements, who I don't mind, but because of this format, he just leapfrogs in front of people to get into the playoffs, which is just really stupid. And that was just a whole mess, a complete embarrassment. And I thought to myself, hey, maybe the Cup race won't be as bad as that. Boy, was I wrong! Boy, was I wrong! So it's time. I got my Truex hat on because we're gonna go into some next level just rage, because the shit that transpired in that Cup race was an amalgamation of just the format, NASCAR's officiating, controversy, just everything. And the sad thing is, this is what NASCAR wanted. They wanted all this crazy shit to happen because it's Daytona, regular season finale, and you know what? They fucking got it. But at what cost? Of the legitimacy of the sport. That's what it sacrificed. It sacrificed the 75 years of the history of the sport to get to this point now where Austin Dillon wins the race, leapfrogs everyone, including Truex, because he just managed to get lucky and win. Because he was one of the 3 cars that didn't get in the wreck. And he had to wreck one of the other cars to actually be up there. Just a sad scene, worst case scenario, doomsday scenario, if I say. I just don't even understand. I understand, but just like, this is where we're at. Wins matter so much that a guy that's running like 19th in points can leapfrog a person that was, 5th in points? Because he just was able to get a fluke win because he was just fortunate enough to get through the wreck. I could go on a whole Austin Dillon rant where people meme about Alex Bowman backing himself in the wins. You need to take a look at Austin Dillon. His whole career, all of his wins have been flukes. 2017 Coke 600, fuel mileage. Need I say more? 2018, he ran through Almirola to win the 500. Need I say more? 2020 at Texas, his crew chief made a good decision and stay out at Texas, where that track is just impossible to do shit. And this was back in the 550 bullshit package, so all he had to do was just go, and no one could pass. That was his closest, most legit win up to this point. Then at Daytona, he just was fortunate enough to just not get in the wreck because it was fucking raining. I'm trying to understand the situation. It's a fucking mess. But on one side, I can see why they didn't throw the yellow for rain, because we have it might have been Justin Haley's on board. The lap before, there's no rain. Then when the rain hit in turn 1, it just kind of popped out of nowhere. But when you look at fan stuff, people at the track, and even the race car drivers were saying, hey, it's raining. Then we see fan video where it's raining in turn 1. Not turn 1, but like raining on the front straightaway. It's not like it's visible in the cell phone quality camera. Something went horribly wrong with communication. This isn't even the first time this happened. It happened back last year in New Hampshire, where I would say maybe that would be worse, but this is even more of a gargantuan mess because you're going at higher speeds. Daniel Suarez Earnhardt to the wall in the most best impression I've ever seen, and thank God he lived through that. Denny Hamlin hurt himself. He acted like, he got hit in the jaw and his whole body was numb. So who knows what kind of lingering concussions that may have occurred from that, or what other issues. NASCAR simply does not prioritize driver safety. How can they say that when we go to more crazy restrictor plates? Instead of having 4, now we got 6. Now we have double file restarts, unlimited overtimes. So it's a complete mess. Just the worst thing imaginable. The only thing I can say positively about the race is up to that rain incident. The racing was pretty good. But all this other stuff, the rain, just the format in general, why can't we just have something to compromise? I can understand not going back to a Winston Cup format. I can take that L. But the original 04 chase format sounds so much better than this shit. If you want to add in, keep playoff points and stuff, that's fine. Just have it be 10 drivers. No matter what, if they win or don't. There you go. This was just such a mess because they're trying to explain every different thing. Half of the race is focused on the playoffs, half of it's on the other race. It's a mess. And Ryan Blaney and Truex just got in incidents that they just had no control over. Because, oh my god, restrictor plate racing is a lottery and just a big gamble if you make it in a wreck or not. So then it's just a culmination of a nightmare. We got this as the regular season finale, so people already are going to be driving nuts. Then you got the inclement weather, just a recipe for disaster. And you know what? It finally bit them in the ass. And I don't even know if it's even NASCAR's fault. I don't. Because, like I said, the fan footage showed there was rain on the front straightaway. Like, you can visually see it. Drivers were complaining about it. Rabbit made a tweet saying a friend of his was at the track, was even saying that there was rain. So, like, how could they not see that? And it's like, I know different parts of the track can have rain and don't, but it's like, they went through so much precaution for Watkins Glen. They didn't even start that race because of, they're worried about the rain. And I thought to myself originally, hey, that's not a bad idea. Then we go to Daytona, and like almost no fucks were given, and it just a complete disaster. And I don't even know what to say. One, we shouldn't be racing at this fucking track at this time of year anyways, because the weather has always been finicky. Why not put it back to the July 4th weekend where it doesn't seem like that happens as much? Or just get rid of it because you just bastardized the whole point of the second Daytona race where it was supposed to be on the 4th of July. Now it's not, so now it's just kind of an empty vessel and husk of where it was placed. It's just, get fucking rid of it. I hate it. It's just the format, the circumstances, Austin Dillon backing his ass into another bitch-ass win that has no relevancy, and it's just meaningless trash. I don't even know what to give this race. I don't, because on one hand, before that rain, racing was good. Afterwards, and the implications it had, especially with him winning, yeah, that was just a fucking nightmare. The only thing, like I said, I don't even know if I said it because I was in such a tangent, but the only thing I can say positively is they did everything they could to finish this race. And thank God they did, because I would have given this probably a 0, because just if it ended up being that way, it would have just been sad. My phone is blooping. I think the government wants me because I'm having such shit takes, apparently. But it's just sad. Just sad state of affairs. Just I don't even know why Kyle Busch even wants to find a ride in NASCAR. Go somewhere else. Go to IndyCar. Hashtag get Kyle to IndyCar. Because why would he want to deal with this stupid shit anymore? I don't know. Oh, because baby Kyle can't handle a pay cut loss, even though he's made hundreds of millions of dollars. He can't buy that 15th mansion. Oh no. Oh no, his son can't get that $15,000 cashmere shirt. But I don't know what I'm going into, but I don't even know. It just I hate it. I don't even know what to say. It's such a mess. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because this is what they got. They you do stupid gimmicks, you get stupid prizes, and this was one of them. I don't even know I don't even know how to even rate it. A 2? I don't know. Because they attempted to finish, I can't say attempted, but they made sure to make sure this race ended under green. I appreciate that. I applaud that because they fucked over so many drivers with this rain issue. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's a big old question mark. But clearly some big old failure in communication was had to some degree. So I don't know. I'm just dumbfounded of the whole situation. It's so sad that Austin Dillon just leapfrogs from 19th in points to being kicking Truex out because he doesn't have a win. And I get it. Wins should matter. I'm all up for that. Reward more points or wins. That's fine. But not at the cost of someone getting booted out of the playoffs because they just weren't able to win. I can't get behind that. Gone are the days of being consistent. It almost seems like a dead form of racing anymore. It's sad. I don't know how you can look at this incident and just be proud of the format that we're in the situation we're in with all this. God damn, it's so sad. It's just, I kind of expected a shit show. I guess I was surprised in just how bad it was. And yeah, it was just a complete mess. A complete and utter mess. And then when the race started with 20 to go, like I already said, Dillon was able to win. He had to pretty much bump and run the one of the two other cars that weren't involved in a wreck. And it just sad. Oh god, it's just I don't know. I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what more I could possibly add to this. It's just a complete mess, and I don't know how you can spin this to make it look good when the whole field explodes, and your eventual winner was just fortunate enough to just get through the wreck and win the race and boots Truex out because I know oh they doing me. It's well, if it happened to Blaney, I'd be just as pissed, probably even more so because I think Blaney was higher in points than Truex, so I would be even more upset. But it's a good old fashioned American shit show, and that's all there needs to be said about it. Just a complete mess of a finale, regular season finale, and just gross. I'm done. See you later.